Hello, my name is Donald Mitchell. I am the owner and founder of TikiSites. During the next few minutes, I would demonstrate the capabilities of our new product, AbruStop. AbruStop plays a key role in keeping your private data from being exposed to others by allowing you to restrict which applications are allowed to access the internet. In our first demonstration, we will install AbruStop from a disk image. First thing you will notice here is that there is an uninstall application, so you can uninstall this once it is installed. Right now we're going to click on the AbruStop install package, which will allow us to install AbruStop. There's a welcome screen. Here's a README. This first clause here tells you that the current network connections will be dropped during the install. That's to protect you from any network connections that were established prior to the install of AbruStop. There's also some other information here. You can see what versions of OS X are required. Administrative user credentials are required for installation. Here's the default configuration that will be implemented once AbruStop is installed, and a few other pieces of information. Here you have your license agreement, not very long. We'll go ahead and continue and agree to that. One thing you want to notice here is that AbruStop only takes up about 780K of disk space. We'll put in our administrative account information. It doesn't necessarily have to be root. It can be any administrator account. If you notice here, the disk wireless interface will be reset during the install. There it is there. And the install is complete, which should have been less than a minute. Alright, at this time AbruStop has actually completed the install, and if we go to the system preferences, go down to the bottom into the other category, we will see AbruStop preference pane here. We'll click on it, and you can see here we do need administrative privileges to actually go in and change the configuration for AbruStop. Again, this could be any administrator account, doesn't necessarily have to be root. In this top portion here, you'll see the application name. You'll see the signature. This is who it was signed by. The code was signed by Apple in this case. And you can see the action, which can be allow or deny. Our default options are silent, which means you don't get an alert dialog. And within that, it's going to automatically allow signed software, as you can see here. Another demonstration we would do is Firefox. Right now, let's click on the refresh. We don't see Firefox listed at all. So we'll go down here and we will bring up Firefox and go to the Google site. As you can see, we were allowed to access Google. Let's go back to our preferences and do a refresh. You can see Firefox is now there. It is signed by Mozilla, and it was allowed, which is exactly what our default options allow for. Now, let's see what happens when you have an application that's not signed. To demonstrate that, I'm going to use an in-house utility that we developed that is not signed, and that is going to attempt a connection to another box that's in-house. You can see here that the operation was not permitted. The connection failed. If we go here, do a refresh, we'll see that the Client Connect utility was indeed denied, and we can see here that it does not have a signature. Now, if we want to allow it, we can come here and we can allow the connection. And if we go back here, do that same connection, we can see that we got a connection, we got a timestamp back through our utility. And that demonstrates your default options in your install of AbruStop. Any configuration changes made through AbruStop would take effect immediately. I would demonstrate this using the ping command. With the ping command, I can send requests to a server to test to see if that server is actually there. Right now, we're going to ping google.com. As you can see, we were able to send packets to google.com, and google.com responded, letting us know that it is there. Back over to our preferences, we do a refresh. We've seen that the ping command is allowed to send packets out. Going down to our state, if we click on deny all, we can see that all communications are denied, and we can see that through the operation not permitted. Now if I go in and allow all communications, once again we're allowed to send packets out of the box, and we can see that we're getting a response back. Now if I go back up to the ping command and do a deny, you can see that that has no effect on what's going on, because we are in an allow all state, which means the rules are ignored and the protection modes are ignored. Now if I go back to the filter state, it'll read the rules, it'll see that the action should be denied, and as we can see, it is being denied. And through that, you can see that any changes that are made through AbruStop do take effect immediately, which is a really nice feature. Up until now, AbruStop has been silently allowing or denying network connections. Now we will configure AbruStop to display alert dialogues. To do that, we're going to close Firefox. We'll go here and delete our Firefox application from our configuration. We're going to move from silent to interactive mode, and we will go ahead and uncheck the automatically allow signed, because if we left that checked, then Firefox, which is signed, will not display an alert dialog allowing us to deny or allow the connection. So since we do want the alert dialog, we're going to uncheck that. Now let's bring up Firefox, and we're going to go to google.com. You can see we got an alert dialog asking us, telling us that network access attempt by Firefox. You can see the full path to Firefox. The signature is signed by Mozilla. And then here we'll see that it's telling us if we don't respond, then it's going to deny access. Well, we're going to go ahead and deny it anyway, and we'll see what happens. We denied access, and we can see that Firefox cannot get a connection to the internet. Let's try Gmail. And we can see that it didn't allow a connection to Gmail either. While we're doing this, let's go ahead and demonstrate the automatically allow denied applications. So if we turn this option on, you can see here our screen got refreshed with the deny that we did for Firefox. Let's go here, and we can google.com. We can see we're still not allowed, but we do have the automatically allow denied applications to access the local network. And of course, they have to be signed by a trusted certificate authority, which Firefox is signed. So now let's try to access the internal network. We have an internal web server that we will go ahead and access. And let's see if Firefox is allowed to access the internal network, which it is. This is our web server. Looks like the page is still coming up. We can see that we were allowed to access our internal web server here. We can click through our pages. Okay. And there you have two features: the interactive mode, which allow you to get a more involved experience, and then the automatically allow denied applications. That automatically allow denied applications is real useful for applications that you have that may require internal network access, but they don't actually require to have access to the internet. The last feature that I will demonstrate is the don't respond to inquiries option that will make it more difficult for other computers on the internet to detect the existence of your computer. You may also hear this option referred to as the stealth mode option. To demonstrate this, we're going to pull up a terminal window that's actually connected to another computer on our network. And from that computer, we're going to send some ping packets to our computer. As we can see here, our computer is responding to the ping, letting the other computer know that we're here. If we didn't want that computer to know that we were here, we would simply go into AbruStop, into the configuration, and check the Don't Respond to Inquiries option. At that instant, we now stop responding to the ping command. Now the other computer doesn't know that we are on the network. That concludes our demonstration. A 30-day trial version of AbruStop may be downloaded from our website. You may also purchase an AbruStop software license through our website. Visit www.tikusites.com/AbruStop for more information. Or you can email us at info@tikusites.com.